Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of All the Right News. My name is Travis Fruin. Today I am here with Calvert Hall's band director, Mr. Ecton, to talk about the recent national championships win. Mr. Ecton, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you very much.
So
Thanks for having me.
tell me a little bit about the practices. When do they start? What do they entail? How long are they?
So basically, at the end of the previous school year, we hand out to the students the music so that they can go home and begin working on it individually. And then once 4th of July comes around, the month of July, we're basically in once a week for 3 hours. And that just gives us an opportunity to then begin working and practicing the music. So we'll do that over the 4 weeks in July. And then come August, we have 3 weeks of what we call band camp, which is Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. And that is an opportunity for us to be out on the practice field. We are at that point learning the drill, the formations, getting from point A to point B to C to D, and so on. And then also putting the music, which we've already learned, to that movement. So between that time, getting the music, then learning the drill in August, from that point on, it's just a matter of perfecting the visual aspect, all of their marching responsibilities. We have a lot of choreography that we'll add throughout the season. And it is not something that is perfect right off the bat. Just moving and playing in general is much harder than what most people would think, especially for the freshmen who come in, who in many cases just struggle playing their instrument sitting down. Now we're asking them to run around the football field and play their instrument and breathe and listen to this and watch this, or spin a flag or hit a drum at a certain point. So it does take a lot of repetition. So that for us, that's how we try to strive for perfection. It's just lots of repetition and tend to run things over and over again.
Great. So what does this championship win, what kind of effect does it have on not only the class of 2022 coming in, but Calvert Hall in general?
This is pretty remarkable in that we are actually the first school from the state of Maryland to win back-to-back. And we actually, so last year we were in Group 2, and this year we moved up to Group 3. So, and they do their classifications by the number of members. So we actually even moved up into a bigger group this year, and we're still able to bring this big hardware home, which is fantastic. So, I mean, what it does for the future, I think if anything, it has cemented at least a little bit of a legacy for us, especially in U.S. bands. I think we've always been known for always consistently having a very strong percussion section. Being an all-male school, that's pretty obvious. It's always been a strong suit for us, but now over the last 2 years, we've seen, I think, the total package come together, and the winds and the color guard and the drums coming together, and that's why we've been able to bring this home. So, I mean, as far as legacy and the future classes at Calvert Hall, hopefully it just encourages them to want to be a part of this. I knew 4 years ago when this senior class, they had just went through their first year, and we had 65–70% were brand new to the activity. It was a struggle. I mean, many of them, well, none of them had that marching and playing. So it was a little harder experience for many of them, but how far they were able to come over that first year was still remarkable, and I think is still, and I tell them all of the time that freshman year for many of them was probably even better than last year bringing home the first one because they came so far. And I saw that down the road, man, if these guys keep at it, when they're seniors, there's no doubt that we're going to be competing for this. So last year, it came a year early as far as I looked at it. And then for them to come back the year after doing that, my concern was complacency. We had a little bit in the middle of the season where I think they were just like, we got this in the bag, and there was like a little bit of reluctancy to really go out to rehearsal every day and focus on getting better. But we were able to kind of refocus and able to bring back this big trophy. So hopefully with this big senior class graduating, and this will hopefully encourage more students to come in next year, and more students that are currently in our program that aren't already a member of the competition marching band will join it in the future, and we can still have as big of an ensemble, if not bigger, hopefully in the next couple of years.
Well, Mr. Ecton, congratulations on this. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It's an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of All the Right News. My name is Travis Fruin. I'll see you again next week.